Hey everybody, it's Kim, Angel Dream Crafts. I'm back with another video, and this is a video response to Miss Goldie over at Crafts Happen and her sister Mad Mousy, whose name is Cindy, and they are having a challenge over on their YouTube channel, and I'm going to put a link to both of their channels down below this video, and you can win the most amazing, beautiful fairy crown. And I am just so in love with this crown. You guys have to go over and check it out. And if you send them something and do a video response, you get extra entries. So of course, I'm trying to hedge my bets here. So I did a little fairy project for each of them. So that's what you see in front of you here. I've done 2 pocket pages, one for Goldie and one for Cindy, and I'm not going to say which one is which and who it's for. So hopefully I cannot upload this video till they get it, but we'll see what happens. One is for Goldie, one is for her sister Cindy. So I'm going to start with this one first. I'm not saying who it's for. And like I said, these are pocket pages, and what you do with these is you take some fabric. I'll show you the inside first, and I've used some damask fabric, sorry, glue string, from my stash, or pardon me, not damask, just some nice linen fabric from my stash, and I made a square, and I put some felt in between the 2 layers, sewed it all around. And then I made this pocket, and there's 2 pockets. There's one here and one over here, and I've got a few extra images that I'm sending, and one side will have goodies and maybe a bit of lace or something in it for them as a little thank you gift for doing the giveaway. So that's what these are. They're sort of like a book, but they're not very thick, as you can see. So what I've done here on the front is I've done this one in like a tea dye and gray. And the fairy images that I'm using are from Brian Frode, and I absolutely love his images, and I love this beautiful lady. She's so, so pretty. I just absolutely adore her. And it's, of course, fairy themed because this is a fairy giveaway challenge. And I went around the image with this vintage gimpy trim that I've had in my stash forever, just to try and keep in the same color tones. And then I added these beautiful laces here that I tea dyed, and this one is from Craft Supplies for You, and look at how pretty that is tea dyed. This is actually a sort of an off-white color in Julie's store, and it came up just beautifully tea dyed. The grays were from my stash already. They were already gray, and I layered up some doilies here and some seam binding. This is vintage seam binding, and some gray trim from my stash. And I believe this trim here is also from Julie's store, this one down here from Craft Supplies for You. Yep. And I did some layering at the bottom, and there's some dangles and stuff, just, you know, just to try and keep in the same color tones. And I also added this tassel on the side. I love how that came out. So, and I added a little clay flower right there in a brown tone. And I've got another one here and on each side, and then one at the bottom. The charms that I used are also from Craft Supplies for You. I used the little crown here, and I hand sewed all the charms on, and this little fairy wand I used here. And this just says Fairy Tales. And this trim here is actually very, very old, and it's very fragile. But I just wanted to add it just to give it a real sense of vintage look. So that's basically the cover on the front. On the back, what I did was I laid down a really nice netted trim from Craft Supplies for You, and then more of the gray trim from my stash coming along here, and then down the side. One of Craft Supplies for You's doily, and then I cut out one of the flowers from the trim, and I added this little Made with Love charm that I hand sewed on. Whoops. And then I hand sewed on these little tree charms as well. And that's the back. And again, on the inside, I created the pockets. The dangles are all from Craft Supplies for You down at the bottom here. And this is from Julie's store as well. And then the gray, and then this trim here is from my stash. So yeah, they make nice gifts, I think, these pocket pages. And it was actually my friend Maggie White who taught me how to make these. So thank you for that, Maggie. And I've added a few more clay flowers and then some of the cream colored clay flowers along the top here. So that is the first little fairy pocket page book. And again, I'll be putting some goodies in there for one of the ladies. And then this is the second one, and I did this in different color tones. I've used like browns and creams and avocado dyed and pinks in this one. And this is another Brian Froud image that I printed off, and I absolutely love her. She's very cute and impish looking. She's got a lovely little smile on her face. Hopefully my camera can pick that up. Focus. Come on, camera, you can do it. There we go. Isn't she cute? And I added the little acrylic bow here. And again, I used fairy tales as well. All of the trims mostly are from Craft Supplies for You. This is actually vintage tatting. I wanted to put a little bit of vintage on each. So this is very old tatting on this one. These flowers I actually cut from some lace, and they're all avocado dyed. I think everything that's pink is pretty much avocado dyed on here. And I've used more of the little cream clay flowers, some beaded trim, and a little wing charm from Craft Supplies for You right here, and the little fairy wand again over here. And then I made this dangle. I didn't have another tassel, so I actually used some of the fringe trim from Julie's store, and then made my own little dangle here. And I wrapped it with some avocado dyed gimp and a little flower and pink clay rose. And then I just layered up a few little tiny doilies at the top and another clay flower there as well. So that's the front, and then the back, I used more Craft Supplies for You trims, this one, and the trim underneath. And then I avocado dyed these flowers, and they came out like a brownie pink color. It was kind of cool. And then this is a vintage doily, and again I hand sewed the Made with Love little charm here. And I put some more avocado trim here down the side to make it look like a spine. And then on the inside, again, I've done 2 pockets. These are slightly deeper, but they're about the same size. And I've layered on more trims and pretty little dangles in the pinks and brown tones, and some appliques on the corners. And then a nice trim at the top with more avocado dyed lace. And again, I've got some images here, and I'll put some goodies in here for them as well. So that is my video response to Goldie and Cindy, Crafts Happen and Mad Mousy. And I would like you to go and check it out, because the fairy crown that they made is just absolutely beautiful. And I think they did a tutorial as well. So you definitely want to go and check it out and enter their giveaway. I think it's on until July 4th, I think, is what my friends told me. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But anyway, definitely go and check it out. And I hope you guys like these gifts that I'm sending you. Definitely made with love. And thanks for watching, everybody. Check the links below, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.